Hey everyone, welcome back to Listen and Learn English. I'm thrilled to have you here with me today because we're going to do something a little different. Whether you're here to work on your listening skills or improve your speaking ability, you've come to the right place. Today's lesson is not just about telling a story. We're going to dive deep into how to stay confident when things get tough in a new and unfamiliar environment. And trust me, that's exactly what happened to Elena, the star of today's story. But before we jump into the story, I want to introduce you to a fantastic method for improving your English shadowing. Have you ever heard of it? Shadowing is a fun and easy way to practice English. Here's how it works. I'll speak slowly and clearly, and then you'll repeat after me, trying to copy everything the way I speak. My pronunciation, my intonation, and my rhythm. It's like being my shadow following my voice wherever it goes. Now, don't worry if you don't understand every single word at first. We're going to take things step by step, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. If you need to, feel free to pause the video at any time to practice as much as you need. With that said, let's dive into Elena's story. It's an adventure you'll want to hear. And it's also a great way for you to practice your English. Elena has been learning English for a while now. She's not perfect, but she can communicate effectively and understands a lot. Like many of us, Elena has faced challenges while learning the language. There have been ups and downs. But today's story is all about overcoming a difficult situation. Elena needs to travel to another state in the US for a short trip. She's ready for the adventure ticket in hand, bag packed, and excitement building inside her. But here's where things take a turn. Elena is going to a new airport, one she's never been to before. Have you ever traveled to a new place and felt a bit nervous? I know I have. It's that feeling of uncertainty when everything around you is unfamiliar. Well, that's exactly what Elena is about to experience. Instead of going to the usual airport, she's headed to a smaller airport that offers cheaper flights. At first, Elena thinks to herself, this is a great deal. I can save some money. Why not? What she doesn't realize is that this decision is going to lead to a very interesting and, let's say, memorable adventure. When Elena arrives at the airport, the first thing she notices is something strange. She sees cars, she sees signs, but she can't find the check-in area. Everything looks a bit disorganized, and she starts to feel lost. Have you ever felt this way? Standing in a new place, not sure where to go, and feeling like everyone else knows something you don't. Elena is starting to feel that way. She tries to ask someone for help. Excuse me, does this bus go to the check-in area? But the man responds so quickly that Elena can't catch everything he says. It's frustrating, isn't it? Have you ever been in a situation where someone speaks too fast for you to understand? Elena is feeling that frustration now. But instead of giving up, she decides to take action. She boards the bus, hoping it will lead her to the check-in area. But as the bus moves, Elena realizes that she has no idea where she's going. Inside the bus, there are no signs, no information about where the bus will stop. She's uncertain about when or where she should get off. She hopes she'll see the check-in area soon. But nothing feels familiar. The bus turns, and turns again. But Elena doesn't recognize anything. The ride feels like it's lasting forever. After a long while, the bus finally stops, and Elena looks around. To her surprise, she's back at the parking lot, the exact same place where she started. She can hardly believe it. Has she really gone in a circle? Imagine how she must feel. Lost and confused, frustrated, but determined. Now, Elena is at a crossroads. She's not sure what to do. Should she try again? Should she ask someone for help? The uncertainty is overwhelming. But rather than panicking, Elena stays on the bus, quietly hoping that the driver will guide her. She doesn't say anything. She just waits. The bus driver eventually notices her sitting there, looking confused. He smiles and says, "You didn't get off?" Elena, feeling a little embarrassed, admits that she wasn't sure where to get off. The driver laughs kindly and reassures her. "That's okay. Let's go around again. I'll help you." Elena starts to feel better knowing that the driver is willing to help. As the bus moves again, Elena begins to recognize some of the streets and buildings. She starts feeling more confident. "Okay, I remember this," she thinks to herself. But when the bus stops again, the driver doesn't say anything. Elena hesitates. Is this my stop, she wonders? She's nervous about missing it again. After a few more stops, the driver finally speaks up. "This is your stop. The check-in area is right over there." Elena breathes a deep sigh of relief. She made it, but just as she starts walking towards the check-in counters, something unexpected happens. As Elena walks toward the check-in line, she hears the bus pulling up behind her. It's the same bus, and the same driver. The driver opens the door and shouts, "Hey, you forgot something." For a moment, Elena feels her heart race. Did I leave something behind? She rushes back to the bus, asking in a panic, "What did I forget?" The driver smiles and says, "You forgot to wave goodbye." Elena stands there for a second, stunned. She can hardly believe it. The driver was joking with her. After a moment, Elena laughs, feeling both embarrassed and relieved. The driver adds, "Next time, make sure you ask which stop is yours and don't take the full tour again." Elena laughs with him and promises that next time she'll be more careful. She might feel a little silly, but she's grateful for the experience. It's taught her an important lesson. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but the most important thing is to keep going and ask for help when you need it. Mistakes are part of the process. This story is a great reminder that it's okay to feel lost sometimes. It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are a part of learning, and they help you grow. Elena didn't understand the directions. She wasn't sure where to get off, and she even went in circles on the bus. But she didn't give up. She kept trying. She asked for help. And in the end, she found her way. This is just like learning English. Maybe you don't understand every word. Maybe you feel nervous when speaking, or you're not perfect with grammar. That's okay. Every mistake you make is a step forward. Every time you try, you get better. So, if you're learning English, don't worry about being perfect. The important thing is to focus on communicating. Like the bus driver helped Elena, people will help you too. And over time, you'll gain the confidence to speak English without fear. Now, let's talk about some useful phrases and expressions from Elena's story that you can use in real life. These are things you can say when you're traveling or when you're feeling confused and need help. One important phrase from the story was, "You'd better." This phrase is used to give advice or warn someone about something important. For example, "You'd better study for the test." "You'd better not be late to the airport." It's like saying, "It's a good idea to do this," or "You should do this to avoid problems." You can also use, "You'd better not to tell someone not to do something." "You'd better not miss the bus." "You'd better not forget your passport." Another important phrase is, "What just happened?" This is a great expression to use when you're surprised, confused, or when something unexpected happens. For example, what just happened? I don't understand what just happened. Let's practice using these phrases. I'll say a sentence, and I want you to repeat it after me. You'd better ask for help. You'd better not wait too long. You'd better be careful next time. I'd better listen more. I'd better learn from this. Fantastic. Keep practicing these sentences to become more comfortable using them in real-life conversations. Before we end today's lesson, let's take a moment to review everything we've covered. Learning a new language is an exciting journey, but it can be a bit overwhelming at times. It's completely normal to feel like you're not making progress, or to become frustrated when things don't go as smoothly as you'd like. But I want you to remember one thing: it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, making mistakes is an essential part of the learning process. Every mistake you make is an opportunity to improve, and every time you try, you're moving closer to your goal. Think about it this way: every time you speak, even if it's not perfect, you're building confidence and honing your skills. So, don't be discouraged by errors. Instead, embrace them as part of the learning experience. The key is to keep going, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep speaking. Even if you're not sure you're doing it right, the important thing is to stay active in your learning. Don't worry if you stumble over words or make grammatical errors. Just keep practicing, because that's how you improve. One of the main lessons we learned today from Elena's story is that it's okay to feel lost or confused, especially when you're in a new environment. Whether you're navigating a new city or trying to speak in a language that's not your first, everyone faces these moments of uncertainty. But, like Elena did in the story, you can overcome these challenges by staying calm, asking for help when needed, and simply persevering. In language learning, this is exactly what you need to do too. Don't let your fears hold you back. If you don't understand something, ask for clarification. If you make a mistake, learn from it and move forward. Learning English is not about perfection, it's about communication. Whether you make mistakes in pronunciation, grammar, or vocabulary, the most important thing is that you keep trying to get your message across. And over time, those mistakes will become less frequent as you become more comfortable and confident with the language. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being brave enough to keep speaking and learning. No matter how challenging it may feel at times, every word you speak, every sentence you form, is a step forward on your journey to becoming fluent. So, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Embrace them, and use them as stepping stones to improve. And before we go, I just want to remind you that practicing your English doesn't have to be a solitary experience. Engage with others, speak with your friends, join conversations, listen to English content, and try to immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. The more you expose yourself to English, the more natural it will become to use it in your day-to-day life. If you enjoyed today's lesson and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends who are also learning English, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more great content. I'll keep bringing you new lessons, tips, and motivation to help you on your language learning journey. Lastly, I want to encourage you to continue practicing, even when it feels difficult. I know it can be tough at times, but every small effort you make counts. So don't give up. Keep pushing forward, and remember, you're doing great. Thank you so much for joining me today. I can't wait to see you in the next video, where we'll continue learning, growing, and improving together. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and keep enjoying the journey of learning English.